there's many examples in the book about people who, might have shown up with, for example, an overspending problem, or what seemed like an overspending problem. They're like, I ran out of money in the first week of every month. My parents give me this allowance and it's gone after a week. And okay, so you start investigating, what have you tried in the past? And they've tried everything on. I downloaded a budgeting app. I tried to go out with only cash. I tried to, all the tips and advice that they know them. So it's not knowing. So what is it? And we try to unpick what they're spending on. Is it luxury items? Is it this, that? And it turned out for this particular person, it had nothing to do with what they were buying, but it was about getting rid of the money. Why? Because when they run out of money, they would call their father. And how's the relationship with a father? Where actually, since the parents got divorced, the only time they ever talk to their father is to ask for money. And so you see how, for them, fixing the money problem, becoming a more responsible spender, would have ruined a relationship. At least that's what they thought. They would have lost a relationship with a parent. And so kind of understanding that and saying, well, how else can you build that relationship so that you're not, self-destructing financially to do that? That's what unlocked it. It wasn't about budgeting tips at all.
And the father probably on the other side of it is like, they only ever call me for money. Yeah. Like they probably resent the relationship as well. Like as a parent, like I hate it when my son calls it, hi dad, can I have £5 for V-Bucks? I'm like, you little, like, ask me how my day was. Take me out for dinner before you try and get me into bed. Do you know what I mean? It's funny that it can manifest in that way, though. It seems almost a bit abstract, doesn't it?
Well, and that's why it takes a little bit of time to uncover. Like you see people that keep themselves tied to others financially and kind of orchestrating these financial rescues. You see it in couples, but also in families, because there's a part of them that is afraid of growing up, or they're, afraid of being left or abandoned in the relationship. And so having a partner that always, saves you in some way or another makes you feel calm. It kind of calms that anxiety. It makes you feel looked after. Look, they're looking after me. They're looking after finances, and they're a good partner, and they won't leave me.
Do you find that some people need to be looked after and some people need to look after? Is there that kind of?
Yes. So it always takes two to create a dynamic, and so you'll see that you will be attracted to a person that brings out a dynamic that suits our narrative. So as I was saying before, the person that maybe is afraid of the part of them that is a bit out of control might find a partner who feels very in control, who feels, gives them that ease that, with this person, I'll be fine. They're going to keep me in check.
Yeah, my partner told me a week before, she's like, we've got rent next Thursday. We've got electricity this day. I'm like, cool. And I just send her the money. I'm like, because she knows I'll just forget or just be late or something. Yeah. So she gives me notice. But they said, I think in your book, you said there was a global study, half the people in the world worry about money, but in the UK and US, it's probably higher. So this is even though we're richer, but we have more money concerns and stress and worries. Isn't that do you feel that when you see these people, and how many people are not coming to seek help if the majority of people are worried about stress? What's the solution for all these people worried about stressing about money?
Look, one easy solution is financial education. So a lot of the anxiety often is down to not understanding money, not knowing enough about it. We all feel we should be better with it, but it's not an innate skill, and many people haven't been taught it. So we're anxious because we don't understand, we don't know what to do, we're too ashamed to ask, and we don't talk about it to other people. And they've done studies that show that when they teach people more about money, they become less anxious about it. So that's, in one way, an easy way to address it.
I feel guilty about my position in the world, because I teach people those basics, and I know that it changes their life, because it turns them, it's like 0 to 1 in terms of they don't invest, now they can. And through that process, if they do that for 20, 30 years, it will change their life. But then I still carry all these kind of things behind the scenes with my own financial situation of like, you know, the issues that I have. And it's like, I feel like an imposter almost. Like I haven't figured out the money problem. I invest and I've got plenty of it, but
that sounds like the money problem.
Yeah, and it is. I solved one problem, but then I've got like, I still feel the same. I still feel like, oh God, I've not got enough. Like, you know, I don't know.
Does that kind of deny the fact that you're helping people, or is it exactly what informed your passion, what fueled your passion for helping people? You know, in a way, if you hadn't had those experiences in your past, you probably wouldn't be here talking so passionately about this and teaching people.
Yeah, no, 100%. But you do feel like you should have the answers. I guess you probably, like, people look to you like you've got the answers, and you might go home sometimes and think you've got situations in your life that you wish you dealt with better. But yeah, you almost feel like you have to be perfect, and that you want to say at the end of the yellow brick road where I am, life is great, and everything around the concerns goes away. But yeah, it doesn't. I will say, like, where I am now financially is much better than where I was, and like there's I can pay for things, I can provide things, and that's an amazing feeling. But I still refreshing the spreadsheet all the time, which I don't need to do that.
Well, but I think what you're telling people is that it's always a work in progress. We can always get better at it, and we can't stop trying, and we can't beat ourselves up for the things we don't do well. We can only learn from them and try to do better.
This is a clip from our episode with psychotherapist Vicky Raynor.
If you want to watch the full episode, you just click right here.